In 2024, AI tools have become stronger than ever. They are great at making you more productive and saving you hours doing almost any task. Now, I think most of us at this point have realized that the free versions of a lot of these tools are just as good as the paid versions, if not better. And we really just don't want to keep paying for these tools that are just kind of glitzed up versions. So I've decided to go ahead and make a list of the 4 tools that I think are really, really cool and are going to be going places as time goes on and have saved me time when I've used them before. So let's go ahead and dive into it and check out what these tools are. So the first tool I want to show you guys is called Powder. If you're a gamer, this is a game changer. I mean, it just saves you so much time. So what it does is once you link your YouTube or Twitch account, it automatically pulls your VODs, or you can import them if you do recordings and don't live stream. But what it does is it automatically clips your gaming highlights, which just saves tons of time in the editing process. So you're not, having to go through and pick all of your highlights. This will just do it for you and transform them into these like 30-second long clips. So once you've uploaded the video, you get this kind of drop down menu of all the clips that it thinks are really good. You can set it to search for certain things like kills or wins or losses, and then you save the clips. And once you save them, you can then turn them into a montage. So it just saves a ton of time. You can go in there and change the aspect ratio, change the length of the clips, only look for certain things. I've used this before to make a couple of videos, and it's just saved me a ton of time in the process. I think that this is a great tool. Next up, we have Claude 3.5 Sonnet. This tool is really cool. It handles anything from text generation to data analysis. Honestly, I think it's better in its current version than ChatGPT 4.0 right now. It just seems to be stronger. It can't search the web live like ChatGPT can, but what it can do is just create like interactive polls and stuff like I'm creating here. It shows you the code that it puts out, so if you need to like put that into something else, you have it there. And ChatGPT just can't do that right now. Like this one, you can interact with it, pull up the individual pieces. I had it pull up like a electoral poll, and then what I wanted it to do was, okay, generate me a Excel list of random data, essentially like random sales data. So this is a really good tool for using it in like business settings to save you like a ton of time and make things easier to digest. I told it to run a linear regression analysis on the data that it generated, and it just spat out a answer for me. Really interactive polls. It can do graphics. It can do a ton of different stuff. It takes a little bit longer than ChatGPT does to do it, but it just creates such easy to use content. It can code for you and provide the code to you so that you can copy paste it into, HTML or anything like that. It just does a great job of that. And I think that Claude, as it stands right now, is a more useful tool than ChatGPT, but it's not really a beginner tool. So third on our list are custom GPTs from over at OpenAI at ChatGPT. These are personalized AI models that are designed for specific tasks. It makes them incredibly powerful to whatever unique need that you're working on. You can create a GPT for it at this point, which is really, really helpful. So like this one that I've created here is an AI assistant who is an expert on creating viral content on YouTube and TikTok. It's basically to help me come up and brainstorm ideas and run through the entire process of creating a YouTube video that I think is good quality. Now, I split mine up through role, desired output, and operating commands, and to the beginner, setting up a GPT seems really daunting, and it does take some time, but it's not too difficult if you know what you're doing and know how to do good prompt generation. So like for this one, what I did is I set it up with a role, a desired output, and then the operating commands. And really the meat of it is in the desired output. So for the role, I said, hey, you're an AI assistant. You're going to help me do research. You're going to help me check trends and keywords and find the things that are doing well in whatever niche that I'm working in or whatever video I want to put out. You can give it like a personality. You can tell it to check engagement and find what is working well, have it help search for places to find B-roll footage, help streamline the editing process. And that's what I've done with this one. I said, okay, you're going to run through 5 protocols. And I set up these protocols later in desired output, but I said brainstorming protocol can help me come up with topics. This is only for situations where I don't already have a topic chosen. So if I'm struggling with coming up with an idea, I can use this GPT to help me come up with ideas that are relevant to the niche that I'm already in and already creating videos in. After the brainstorming protocol, I have it go through the research protocol. That's where it will search the internet and find the most helpful and like correct information about the topic that we chose, either in the brainstorming process or whatever one I already came to the table with. It's also where I told it to find or generate appropriate B-roll footage if necessary. After it goes through that, it'll go through the script protocol, where I'm going to have it generate a script for the video based on the results of the previous protocol. I don't like to do fully, word for word scripts. I like to do outlines, which is what I've done for like this video, which actually came from this GPT. So it just tells me and reminds me, oh, introduction, here's how you talk about ChatGPT or the custom GPTs, give a description that looks like this, here's some key features to talk about with it. It did a really, really good job. After the script protocol, it goes to the editing protocol, where I will put everything together and we begin editing the video. So I upload the screen recorded footage that I have or the B-roll footage that I've downloaded, and it tells me, after it's done with the editing protocol, we get to the final draft protocol, which essentially we throw everything that we've done together into like a nice format that's easy to follow for how to post the video, keywords and titles and descriptions for the video, whatever content we're creating on whatever platform. This is a really cool tool. If you know what you're doing and spend the time to learn it, you can save yourself so much time. Spending that hour and a half setting it up is going to save you tens of hours in the future just running it through this, rather than having to think of it all yourself. This just really streamlines the whole process, and I don't think it really takes away anything of like the creative process. It's just helping you along. The last tool we're going to take a look at here is called Grammarly. It's an AI powered writing assistant. It improves your grammar, spelling, and style in real time while you're working on things. So whether you're writing like an email or an essay, Grammarly ensures that your writing is going to be clear and professional. You can go in there and set it to different audiences, different formalities of how you want it to check things and write, what its intent is if you're using like the generative AI. Key features of Grammarly is obviously like the grammar and spell check. It'll suggest styles to you, and it'll integrate with various platforms like Google Docs, Discord, Gmail. You can integrate it in that so it can help you while you're working on other stuff. You don't have to be on the site for it. So quick demo of what that looks like. In here, I'm going to go through and just use its base demo example, where it's going to show you how it'll target misspellings, grammatical errors, punctuation errors. It has it all in a list on the side. You can go through and accept or dismiss it. And that just makes it really, really easy to work with. Like I said, for students, even business professionals, this is just a really useful tool that's going to save you a lot of time that, especially if you're a fast typer like me, or if you procrastinate things until the end. This is really nice. It'll help with when you're being too wordy and stuff. That's one of the things I always ran into in college, is I was way too wordy with a lot of my essays. This helps take care of even stuff like that and just cleans it up, makes it look really nice, and makes it really easy to understand whatever point you're trying to get across. And then you can do a generative AI and have it write in a certain style. So what I did is I wanted it to be casual. You can set the tone. I said personable, confident, and engaging. I wanted it to give me a essay essentially on Grammarly and why it's good. And it'll pop up with an essay that you can go in there and you can say, oh, be more persuasive and shorten it or make it longer. And it'll bring it up for you. You can insert it into whatever document you're working on. I inserted it into the demo document here. It's really cool to see how much Grammarly can do and how useful it is. And again, it's free and it's really useful for students and people who are working at office desks and have a lot of emails and stuff to send. So there you have it. Those are my top 4 free AI tools that I've been using lately to just make me a little bit more productive and save me a ton of time doing stuff that I've already been doing. I really like them. I use them almost every day. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for some more AI tool reviews and some tutorials that I'll be doing, and leave a comment below on which tool you're excited to try. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.